What's up everyone, it's this guy, and today we will be changing the cabin air filter on a 2015 Toyota Sienna. Now the filter that I'm using happens to be from O'Reilly. It's a MicroGuard and it's model number 3684. What I've done is I've actually parked it a little crooked, and that's on purpose because I need to get into the passenger door on the front in order to get to the actual filter. We're actually going to take out the glove box in order to change this out. So when I say glove box, I don't mean the diaper box. I actually mean the glove box down here at the bottom. Now there's a lot of stuff in here. I would recommend maybe taking it out so it doesn't dump out all over the place, but since I like a challenge, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do it with everything still in there. Okay, now I do wanna call out before we go too far. You see this little stopper right here? That's what prevents the glove box from coming all the way out. And there's also down here this little shock absorber looking thing. Now, in order for me to take the glove box off, we're gonna have to pop off the shock absorber. And you saw that I just pulled it off with my finger, nice and easy. And then from there, we're gonna push this all the way in, like this. Now, there's also one on the opposite side of the glove box. Now what's gonna happen is the glove box is just gonna tilt forward and I can just pull it off. So if you look in here, this is your blower fan. This is what blows the air in your car. And right above it is this little door. And that little door there is where your air filter lives. And there's actually a tab here. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna push that tab in to release and just pop it straight out. Okay? Now there's a tab on the other side and same thing. There we go. And now the air filter is inside. Now when we pull it out, we don't want to rotate it yet. I want you to pay attention to the orientation. So go ahead and slide it out. And what I want to point out is that this says up and the arrow is pointing up. There's a lot of debate out there when I do these projects because some people think the arrow should be pointing in the direction of the air. So the airflow and the arrow that goes up isn't always in the same direction. The airflow is actually going opposite. The airflow goes from the top down. So the arrow is not the same. And the reason I say that is if you look at the top, this is where all your leaves and your stuff is accumulating. The underside is where the air has gone through it. That's why there's no debris in here. So just so everybody is clear, this says up, but that isn't necessarily the airflow. The airflow is going from the top down. Now before we install, I always like to make sure that the old filter and the new filter are the exact same size. Now the filter that we got from O'Reilly actually says up as well. So we're in good shape here, but like I said, pay attention to the airflow. Let's go ahead and get this installed, but be sure to first remove the plastic. So because it says up like the other one did, we're just gonna slide it in, but the arrow's facing up. The door that we're going to put back in also has an orientation. It actually says the word up on it as well. So make sure you're putting that in the correct way. And you're just going to basically push it in. So putting the glove box back in is a lot easier than taking it out. Now I want you to notice that there's some hinge points here. You see these guys? On the bottom of the glove box are some grippers here and here and here and here. And you're just going to basically put them on there and push it in place. Okay? And once that's done, you're just going to lift it in place. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to replace that shock absorber. This shock absorber is what prevents your glove box from just dumping open. If you ever open your glove box and it just falls straight open, it's because the shock is probably fallen off. So you're just going to go and push it on. So now when you open your glove box, it should open slower, but there's a lot of stuff in here. And that's how you change the cabin air filter yourself on your Toyota Sienna. Good luck.